It's Friday. It's a little after 9 and I've been up since 6:30-ish. And I've had some coffee and my breakfast. I've played and cuddled the girlies. There's 3 of them. Chloe's eating. I've caught up on my videos and messages that I need to watch and respond to on social media. I've cleaned my dishes there. And now I'm going to get ready and dust. Then I'm going to sweep and mop the floors. And then it should be pushing 10 o'clock. I'm going to go upstairs and get dressed. And then come down here and I'll probably clean the bathroom over there. So that will be done when I come home. And then I got to go get my hair done and touch up these roots. And look at even how it gets so gray over there on the sides. And then when I come home, then I'm going to vacuum down here. I'm going to vacuum upstairs, vacuum the 2 bathrooms, the floors, get all the hair up and everything, and then get the Swiffer and then clean the floors. And again, I don't clean the whole bathroom anymore. Carly does that and Brian helps out cleaning it. But I got my bathroom to clean upstairs and then get the Swiffer and do some dusting upstairs because it's the end of the week. And that's pretty basically it for today. I really, I'm not going to do much more. And I don't have anything else now to get ready for vacation because I've taken care of my errands. I've taken care of grocery shopping. Look at you peeking out of there. That is so funny. They gotta have to go out. Had someone asked me to show my herbed Parmesan potatoes that I mentioned in, I don't know, a few vlogs back. I'm going to show you how to do that because I'm going to make them today. So the first thing we want to do obviously is turn on our oven, and you need it on 350, but I'm using my convention oven. The convention oven is the top one. You've got to go 25 degrees higher than the regular oven. That's 350, but 350 is the setting. Now 350 is the setting if you're going to put these in to the oven for about 2.5 hours. If you're going to do it, you know, so right now it's a little after 2 o'clock. They'll be ready about 4:30. You know what I mean? Or a little even after 4:30. The longer you leave them in there, the more that they crisp up. But if you're going to be short on time, you can, you know, up the temperature to 400 and put them in there for about an hour, hour and a half. So you just need some potatoes, and these are rather small potatoes here. And I'm going to cut them in the shape of steak fries. So I've got several of these here. I probably won't use all of them. I just brought a whole bunch in here. But I'll show you when I get ready to cut them. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you need. These are my potatoes, and it's in a, you know, like a regular mixing bowl. And this is enough that will feed my family of 6. And probably there'll be, you know, leftover potatoes. So you could probably feed about 7 people with this. You're going to need salt. You're going to need cumin, paprika. You're going to need pepper. You're going to need oil. You can use olive oil, canola oil, vegetable oil. This is grapeseed oil. I use this a lot. You're going to need some parsley and some rosemary, or you can use herb de Provence or whatever you like. I did herb de Provence the last time. The time before that I did this combination, just these 2, but you know, it's whatever you like. Onion powder, not onion salt because you're using salt. And then we want some garlic powder as well. So what I do first, you're probably going to need, for this amount of potatoes, you're probably going to need about 1/4 of a cup plus a little bit. And then you're going to put your salt, and because it's potatoes, potatoes take quite a bit of salt. I would say for all the ingredients that you're going to use here, I would say a teaspoon for the salt, probably about a teaspoon of the pepper, and then with the paprika and the cumin, I would use probably about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half, and the same with this, or to your liking. And I would use probably about half of a teaspoon of the garlic and a teaspoon of the onion powder, but it's to whatever you're liking. And there's one other ingredient I forgot to get out of my refrigerator, but you're going to need Parmesan cheese, and not freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You need to have the Parmesan cheese like, you know, you buy in the pasta aisle, like Kraft. You want something like that. See, if you get the Parmesan cheese that's like this, it's going to help crisp up the tops and the sides of your potatoes when baking. But if you used, I mean, you could use fresh Parmesan cheese that you freshly grate, but you're not going to get the same effect of the crispiness. So that's why I use this kind of Parmesan cheese. So I think I told you wrong on the parsley. Sorry. You need quite a bit of parsley, probably about a couple tablespoons, and then I use probably about a tablespoon of the rosemary. And when I pour it in my hand, I get my other hand and I crush it all up, and I break it up a little bit. But then see, you get all your seasonings in there, and it's just like that. And then you're probably going to put about, I don't know, a half of a cup of Parmesan cheese, just like that. And then you're going to get in there with your hands and you're going to mix it all up. Depending on the amount of potatoes that you use is really going to depend on how much oil that you need. Now, when you're mixing it all up and you find that things are not sticking really well like this, you don't have enough oil, just drizzle some more oil in there and get it coated really well to where it looks like this. Now, I have a sprayed baking sheet. I'm going to take these now and put them on the baking sheet, and then I'm going to cover it with foil. Okay, and when you get it on your baking sheet like this, you want to make sure that you flatten it all out. You don't want potatoes overlapping. Now, you have potatoes that are touching, and they can touch on the sides. That's okay, but you don't want like another potato upon another potato like that. If you have too many potatoes, you might want to get another baking sheet, a smaller baking sheet to use with it, because the trick is these are going to get crispy on the bottom. And so obviously if you had potatoes on top of potatoes, they're not going to get crispy. So I'm going to cover this with foil. I'm going to put it in my oven. I'm going to bake it for about 2.5 hours, 350. And then when I take it out, take the foil off, I should say, these are going to be very, very tender. But what I do is I turn my broiler on high and I stick it back in there for a few minutes just to kind of crisp them up a little bit on the top. Alrighty, I just took our potatoes out of the oven. That's what they look like, and like I said, I usually will try to throw them under the broiler just to crisp up a little bit on top here, but I will show you what these look like. So you come in here and then you flip them over. Look at that. Look nice and crispy. And they're that way all through. See, just like that. Okay, I'm going to show you how I packed what's in my suitcase. First of all, this is the outfit I'm going to wear on the plane. These are just, this is that Juicy Couture brand. They're just like velour sweatpants, and they're cuffed at the bottom. They're really cute. And I'm going to wear these with this shirt. It's one of these long tunic shirts, and it gathers, down below the waist a little bit. And it's 3/4 length sleeve. And these are the shoes that I'm going to wear. Now, once we check in, I'll see what the weather's going to be doing. I think it's only supposed to be in the low 60s. So I could probably still wear this if I wanted to, but I don't want to wear just flat shoes. I like wearing my tennis shoes when I'm at the park because we walk super duper fast. Especially if there's quite a bit of people there because you're trying to get on rides. You don't want to stand in really long lines and that sort of thing. So I'll probably change my shirt and put tennis shoes on and like a t-shirt or something like that. Or even just change these out. If it's warmer, I'll change these out anyway for some capris. But this is my plain outfit. Now here's a couple things I got to put in my suitcase. Here's a tip for you. I do this whenever I'm going on any kind of trip that's not at a relative's house. At a relative's house, and you know, or a friend, and you know that you can use their washer and their dryer and all of that. You know, they're usually kind enough to let you use the soap. What are we doing, girlies? But if you're going to go anywhere where you're staying in a hotel, even like when we've gone to the beach and we stay at a hotel, anywhere that you're in a hotel, most hotels or at Disney World, the resorts, they have washers and dryers. And I usually wash midweek through, and then I try to wash, if I can, the day before we go home, so that when we get home, we just empty our suitcase and they're all clean clothes. So it can get a little bit pricey by the time that you're using, you know, it's like that $2, I think, every time that you turn on the washer and then turn on the dryer. And depending on how many loads, I usually try to break it up with 3 loads each time I do laundry so that you're not having to buy the soap on top of it. This is what I do. I bring my own little Tide little packet things here that you could just throw in the laundry. And behind here I have my Bounce dryer sheets, and I bring my own. I bring an extra pair of glasses, or when I was wearing my contacts, I would bring glasses and wear my contacts just in case, because you never know. You never know if your glasses are going to break or whatever. So I've got to put that in my suitcase too. Okay, this is a great big huge bag I got at Disney when I was doing Christmas shopping. See how huge that is? And this is what we'll be putting our dirty clothes in. This is nice. It's really big and it's got handles on it, so I'm bringing that. Then I'm bringing a backpack. I explained this to you guys. I don't carry my purse. I throw my wallet, all my valuables in here. And then this, I can have any medical things like Band-Aids, and any medicines like Tylenol, or just, you know, I'll show you the things that I'm bringing, but I put things in here, and then it's big enough also to put water bottles in, and I can put water bottles. My kids usually, when they're drinking their water bottles, they're tired of carrying them, they just put them in here while it's on my back, and then they just reach in there and grab it out when they need to. The weather's supposed to be in the 60s in the evenings, I think down in the 50s, maybe upper 40s. So the evenings will probably be a little cool. I've got a sweat jacket that I'm wearing tomorrow, but I brought a few other things. I have these long shirts like this, and I'll wear like a tank top. I brought a red tank top to go with this one. I have a navy blue tank top to go with this one. And then my hat, because I'm not wearing sunglasses, because I have my glasses, and my glasses, you've seen them, like when I've been outside, they get darker anyway, but it's nice just to have a hat. And then these are just all my shirts. I brought camis to put on and some tank tops. And then these are just some t-shirts that I brought. And I have some dressier shirts too. And they're down in there. So these are all my shirts, and my bras there, and this is all my socks. This is 10 pairs of socks. It's okay. I bought new socks, and I just opened the pack and just put them all in there. I probably won't need all 10 of them, especially if I'm doing laundry, but I just stuck them in there. So that's that. And then this is just all my hair stuff. I don't know how I'm going to wear my hair. So I just brought all kinds of clips and stuff. And this little thing right here, this is a stain remover, one of those Tides on the go. I should put it out and put it in with that right there, but I might do that when I get to Disney. I'm not going to bother with it now. Let's see. I probably should put my hat there. And this here. And then over here, this is just a lightweight, real thin lightweight jacket, just in case it's, you know, cool, but it's not too hot to wear anything heavier. So I have my sweat jacket, and also down here I have folded up, it's a sweater, and it's a real light sweater. It's not real big or bulky or anything, but in case, you know, this is going to be too hot, I have this here. And then here, this is my pajamas. I was going to try to get another pair of pajamas in here, but I decided not to. I got my Minnie Mouse ears. And then I have a pair of shorts. I have 3 pairs of capris. And then I have a pair of yoga pants. And then I have this red and then the black velour kind of long like sweatpants. Those will be for the evening. I have my tennis shoes, my flip-flops. And then in here, I'll show you what I take in here. This is for like makeup. This is all my brushes, my concealers. This is the face powder, blush, you know, eyeshadow, foundation. I always take pads with me wherever I go. And then here's my hair stuff. This is this mousse and hairspray? It's hairspray, and one I think is mousse. And this is my Moroccan. I put my own shampoo and conditioner in these. My deodorant. That's my Neutrogena to, you know, cleanse your face, and then my combs. So that's what I keep in here. I'll fold that up in a minute. And then in here, this is my little medical kit that I bring extra meds and things. This is dental stuff, Band-Aids, and I gave a couple boxes of Band-Aids to Carly too, because sometimes when you're walking super fast, you can get, you know, blisters, and if we even feel them starting, we start wrapping Band-Aids. It's usually around our toes, and then, you know, you don't get it, but I bring it. Bengay for any ouchies and sores. This is my allergy meds. This is for my supplements for my feet. Mucinex and Sudafed for allergy people. I got AD ointment for Alex, and I have my inhaler. So that's what's in there. And then in here, this is where I put odds and ends, different lotions. This is for my hair after I have my shower, my perfume. And this is my Bath & Body Works shea butter lotion, and then some tweezers. That's my suitcase. And believe it or not, that's packing, you know, kind of light. Like I said, I had to bring, you know, some extra t-shirts, and the t-shirts, they're not real thick or anything. They're real thin, so it was okay to bring extra shirts, just in case, you know, we're changing twice a day. So anyway, that's it for my suitcase.